is that we've noticed when we do our writer's workshop that some of us are still forgetting what makes up a sentence. So who can help me? What makes up a sentence? Smarn?
A sentence makes up, like, first the subject, the verb.
Subject and
The verb.
verb. And that's all, right? Can we have a sentence with just a subject and a verb?
Yes.
Can we?
Yes.
Yes. Can somebody raise their hand and give me an example of what we're going to call a bare bone sentence? You see our diagram up here is a bare bone. A bare bone sentence, just a subject and a verb. Who can help? Josh? What would be an example of a bare bone sentence? Just one subject and one verb. I'll make it easier. I'll give you the subject. Teacher. Teachers. What's something teachers do?
The teachers teach.
Teachers teach. Is that a complete sentence?
No. Yes.
What do you guys think?
Yeah. Teachers. Yes. It has the subject
Okay.
and the verb.
Teachers teach. What would our subject word be for teachers teach? Caleb?
Teacher.
Teachers would be our subject. And what does our subject do?
Teach.
Teach. Is it a complete sentence?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Also, I've noticed in our writing, we're still forgetting capital letters at the beginning of sentences. Is this true? Yes. Okay, so we have what I'm going to call our bone for our bare bone sentence. And this is a sentence frame. Why do you think we have a high up and down at the beginning of our sentence frame? What do you think that stands for? Yes, Asana? The capital. So if I were to have you frame your sentence in your writing and you drew this over your capital letter and then finished your sentence, would that remind you how to start your sentence? Okay, what is this called?
Sentence.
Okay, and what is this part called? A sentence frame. What do you think is missing in our sentence frame?
Words.
Somebody said it. Cadence? A period. Is it always a period?
No.
No. So we're going to call it our stop sign. When we draw our frame, we'll draw our sentence frame and we'll put our stop sign. I'm going to use a period. But does it always have to be a period?
No.
Okay. So we're also going to learn some new symbols for our sentences because back when Miss Tillman and I were in school, we had to diagram sentences. And we had to pick every word apart in a sentence and draw it on a big diagram. Does that sound fun?
No.
No, it was not fun. But we're going to do a simplified version of diagramming sentences because it really does help you write better sentences. So, for subject, we're going to use a line. Horizontal line. Okay? So, our subject of the sentence would be a horizontal line which is going to go right here on our sentence frame. Do you see that? So, if I asked you in the sentence, teachers teach, what would you do under that word, teachers?
Underline it. Underline the subject.
Yeah, you would underline it, right? So if this was our sentence frame, and this was our subject, we would write our subject word right there because it would be underlined, right? So is there always just one sentence, one subject? No, sometimes we have more than one. What if we said, Miss Ortel, Miss Glass, and Miss Biling teach? Would that still be a bare bone sentence? Yeah, we just have our subject and our verb. But what happens with our subject now? What do we have to do? How many subject words do we have? How many nouns are our subject now? Becca? 3. Right, so how many underlines do we need? 3. So I have 3 subject words now. What do I have to do in between my series? We've learned this year. That's why I'm going so quickly. What do we do? Ethan?
Put commas.
All commas? Miss Tillman? Miss Glass? Oh, that's an apostrophe. We don't want that one. Is that right?
No, put the comma. You need an and.
I need an and.
Yeah.
Okay, and what kind of and? Anybody know? Starts with a C. Maddie? It's a what's it do? It connects our sentences, our subjects, correct? It's a connecting word. So where do we need our connecting word? Do we need it in between each subject?
No.
No. Where do we need it? Do we say Miss Tillman and Miss Glass and Miss Viling?
No, you do Miss Tillman, Miss Glass, and Miss Viling.
And Miss Viling. So do I leave my comma?
Yes. You can.
You can. You can. But do you have to?
No.
No. So for this, I'm going to take the comma out. And notice we have a new symbol. What do you think this symbol is for? Raise your hands. Brandon?
And
And what kind of word is and? Connecting word, right? So now we have our subject, and we've learned our symbol for our connecting word. So if I gave you some sentences, would you be able to underline your subjects and put a squiggly line under your connecting words?
Yes.
Does that sound easy?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so let's go back now. We have two symbols that we've learned so far. What's this one? Subject. What's this one?
Connecting word.
Connecting words. Is and the only connecting word?
No.
You might see or in your subject to connect. What's the other part of our bare bones sentence? You have the subject and the. Thank you for raising your hand, Carson. That's important. But what's our other part? We have a subject and a, Caroline? Verb or predicate. This is our symbol for predicate. How many humps are on our symbol? It's very important. You may think it's silly, but it's very important that we put the right amount. 4. So our verb or our predicate has 4 mountains. It looks like mountains, right? So I want somebody to help me come up with a sentence that fits our pattern. Our bare bones sentence is just a subject and a verb. Ethan, just tell me.
Students learn.
Students learn. That's an awesome sentence. So if I were to put it on my sentence frame, what word would go right here above my subject? Students. And what would my predicate word be?
Learn.
And on my frame, I know that this tells me the first letter is going to be a capital. And I have a stop sign at the end. And in this sentence, it's what kind of punctuation?
Period.
A period, right? Is that a sentence? What kind of sentence is it? A bare bones sentence, right? This is a boring sentence, a bare bones sentence. Do you guys understand?
Yeah.
Is it a complete sentence? Yes. So what we're going to do with this, just to practice writing subjects and verbs, is we're going to write a bare bone poem. Bare bone poem. So what you're going to do in your journal is you're going to brainstorm subjects and verbs. And I'm going to help you get started. I did mine over Halloween. You may pick another fall holiday, season, something else that has to do with October, if you wish. What else could we do? Weather, fall weather, 3rd grade.
What you see in the season.
What you see in the seasons, okay? Now, do you want your topic to be broad, like Liberty Elementary School? No, because there's a lot of things you could come up with. You want to narrow it down. So for mine, I did Halloween. And so I have brainstormed some subjects and predicates that go with Halloween. Now, do you notice anything about the word subject and predicate? What have I done under those 2 words?
You did what they want.
I did the symbol, right? My subject and my predicate. And who can read my list for subjects? Spencer? And my last one is cavities. You can barely see it down there. Okay. What kind of words are subject words? Raise your they describing words? That would be an adjective. Is that what kind of words they are?
No, but they're like
Let him.
what you do, what you hear and stuff.
Is it? If it's what you do, that's a verb. Are our subject words verbs? No.
No,
What is it?
it's like
There's things and people. I don't have any places up there.
yeah, so they're like
Yes, thank you. They're nouns, right? And our predicate with our 4 humps underneath the predicate word right here. What type of word are those?
Oh,
Becca?
verbs?
Verbs, right? There are action. Do we want boring action?
No.
No, we want to come up with the most vivid action words we can think of. So I chose howl, screech, hiss, scream, scare, squeak, cackle, grow, and giggle as my action words. So what do you think I can do once I brainstorm my list of subjects and verbs to write my poem? What am I going to do now that I have my list? Madeline? How would this make it easier for me? I have all my words up here. What do I need to do now just to form sentences? What 2 parts make up the sentence? The subject and the keyword. Predicate. Do I have subjects and predicates?
Yes.
Could I put them together to make sentences?
Yes.
Yes. Someone raise your hand and help me. Give me my first bare bones sentence that I could start my poem off with. Elise?